Victor James Osimhen watches from the stands in agony as Napoli drew versus Genoa yesterday. 1-1 was the final score. It was a very, very frustrating match for Napoli, and I'm sure, of course, for Osimhen, who had to watch that one from the stand. There was speculations that he was obviously going to feature in this game against Genoa, but of course, it was not meant to be. And the last video, guys, if you followed the record, I talked about the possibility of Osimhen missing that one because of, the whole stomach infection and all of that, and how Napoli medicals were saying that they were still going to re-examine him to make sure that, he's completely free of the virus. But of course, he didn't recover in time enough to be on the pitch against Genoa today. But obviously, he trained with the team, but didn't make the squad list. But I'm sure that Walter Mazzarri is going to want to fast track Osimhen's integration, into the first team and start playing games and possibly start winning matches, of course, because since Osimhen actually left Napoli camp and came to represent Nigeria for the AFCON, Napoli hasn't really had the best of times. They've played a total 12 matches, won only 3 of them, and have either drawn or lost the remaining 9 games, which is a very abysmal result for Napoli. They would want to get their man back and, of course, start winning games. Why Napoli are trying to get Osimhen fit and start playing matches? There are lots of transfer speculations, regarding where Osimhen is going to transfer next season. Of course, we talked about PSG being the latest to actually join in the list of clubs that want Osimhen by the end of the season, because they've obviously lost their man Mbappe to Real Madrid potentially. So they want to, make sure that they secure Osimhen. But right now, the point now coming from Chelsea camp is the fact that Todd Boehly and Egali have now, been pointed to Osimhen as their man for next season, and they are not willing, or they are not about to lose Osimhen to PSG, who, of course, have shown great strength in the deal. But Chelsea, right now have, according to the update, started preparing around 111 million pounds to break that clause set by Napoli in order to get Osimhen. Of course, it's going to be very interesting to see how this unfolds. The whole tussle between Chelsea, PSG, Arsenal, Liverpool for Osimhen. But quickly, let me give you gist for other Nigerian players, of course. So we saw Ademola Lookman make appearances on the pitch, but in the stands, as he observed his Atlanta side, defeat Sao Solo in a very thrilling match. 3-0 was the final score. They obviously dominated Sao Solo at home, and of course, it was, a feeling of great pleasure for Lookman. Of course, you would want your team to be winning matches even when you're not around, even when you're not on the pitch. So, it's definitely something that Lookman will be happy about. Unlike Osimhen, we saw him watching from the stands, trying to dictate the game from that stand and almost feeling like he should be on the pitch playing. And we could tell from his, reaction and body movement that Osimhen wasn't exactly happy because, Napoli didn't win the game. But it was different for Lookman because they comfortably, won that one. But it's also very nice, to see that Lookman is back. And I'm sure that his coach, Gasperini, is more than thrilled to have Lookman back. Lookman has had a blast of a season with Atlanta, and he's obviously had his fair share of contribution to Atlanta's really good season. I think they are in top 4 currently, and their hopes of qualifying to the Champions League is really high. And thanks to the players and Lookman, of course, who has contributed 7 goals, 3 assists in about 18 games, which is really nice and really massive. And especially if you think of him as not a striker, just being sort of a midfielder or an attacking midfielder that actually supports the attack, and then is getting this, goal and assist combination. I'm sure Gasperini is going to want to get Lookman ready to play the next game, this weekend coming, and definitely we would want to see, how this happens and how he continues to progress in his club side. So quickly, let me go to the update I feel like it's, the most thrilling for me, which is the one of Awoniyi and Nottingham Forest. Of course, we saw yesterday how magnificent he was against a very strong West Ham side. Actually, getting the opener for Nottingham Forest in the 45th plus 5 minutes, just few seconds before the first half, ended. But of course, it goes to show you how the quality of Taiwo Awoniyi. He's now scored, consecutively since he came back from injury. Remember, he's been out, for the last 4 to 6 weeks, which was why he missed the AFCON. But of course, he came back immediately. He began scoring. He came back against Arsenal. He was the one that got the consolation goal for them. And now against West Ham, he got the first goal before Odoi Hudson, got the other one in the dying minute, making it 2 goals to 0 for Taiwo Awoniyi's Nottingham Forest. For me, I feel Taiwo Awoniyi is the Nigerian player of the weekend, because of what he did against West Ham. And there's no question, there's no doubt whatsoever to this guy's ability, his strength, his work ethics, what he does on the pitch, how he, put in the work. Someone that's coming from injury and then going on to score consecutively after coming back from injury. It's no easy thing to do. You need to put in hard work to make sure that you get this kind of result and consistency. Good on for him. Wish him all the best, and then we hope that he continues to fire on from here. Moving on, guys, let me take you straight to London Fulham, and it wasn't a good result for 2 of our Nigerian players, Iwobi and Iwobi Bassey. Of course, they've rejoined the Fulham camp, and they played at home yesterday to Aston Villa, but it was a sad one for them because they obviously lost that 1-1 final score. Our guys, Iwobi and Bassey, were actually introduced in the second half. Iwobi was around the start of the second half, which, substituted William, who apparently felt like William had an injury, but later in the 70-something minutes, Bassey was actually introduced into the game, but sadly for them, they couldn't get anything positive away from that one, as they, ended up losing 1-2 to Aston Villa. But we hope that, these guys can get fully integrated going forward with them, because, they've just returned a few days ago, maybe 2 or 3 days ago. That was why they were not available for starting the game. But definitely they are going to get better. We trust our Nigerian players. Of course, we know the quality that they have and they bring to these club sides, and definitely they are going to, start performing from next week. And then leaving that one, and let me go and tell you that Kelechi Iheanacho and Wilfred did this. Leicester actually lost yesterday after the likes of Vardy could not get them a win in that one. So Leicester actually lost 1-2 to Middlesbrough. Vardy couldn't get a positive point from them for them for that one. Of course, he scored a goal, but it was in the 9 minutes just to get them 1 goal for that one. Indeed, he continues to miss due to his long-term injury that also prevented him from representing Nigeria in the AFCON. And Kelechi Iheanacho, whom I thought was going to, be an appearance, he wasn't in the team sheet whatsoever reason. Maybe the coaches could decide that he needs to be rested before he is integrated back into the team. Well, guys, that's the update at this minute. Thank you for catching the video. Let me know in the comment section which of the Nigerian players listed in this video obviously impressed you this weekend. For me, I think it's Awoniyi, of course, with that powerful strike and win for Nottingham Forest. But let me know what your Nigerian player for the week is for this, matches that we've seen so far. Let me know in the comment section. Thank you for catching this one. And as always, if you're not subscribed, I want to urge you to subscribe to the channel. And I wish you a great Sunday celebration. Stay tuned to the channel.